In this video, we're going to subtract a bracket that doesn't have any number in front of that bracket. So we're doing 180 subtract x plus 20. Now, there's two ways of doing this, and I'm going to show you both. One way of thinking about it is that we're subtracting each thing inside the bracket. And that means we're going to subtract the x and we're going to subtract the 20. So if we do it that way, we're subtracting the x, so we're going to have minus x, and we're subtracting the 20, so we're going to have minus 20. Now, if you simplify this, we've got 180 minus 20. They're both constant terms, we call them, because they don't have a letter in them. They don't have a variable. And 180 minus 20 is 160. And we've still got that minus x here, which doesn't collect with any other x terms because we don't have any other x terms. So that's the answer. The other way we can do it is to think that there's like a sort of ghostly 1 here. Because if we're subtracting a lot of x plus 20, then that's saying we're subtracting one lot of x plus 20. And if we're to do that, then we can think of this as a kind of bracket expansion. So we're going to do this minus 1 multiplied by the x and the minus 1 multiplied by the 20. And if we do that, we've got the 180 on the front, and then we've got minus 1 times by x, which is minus 1x or minus x. And then we've got minus 1 times by 20, which is minus 20. And you can see that's going to simplify to the same thing, 160 minus x. So you can do whatever way you want. You can either put the 1 here and then expand out by doing the minus 1 times by each of these terms, or you can just think of it as subtracting each thing in the bracket. I prefer the idea that we're subtracting each thing in the bracket. What about the second one? So we've got 10 minus 5 minus y. Now, if we do the way where we think we subtract each thing inside the bracket, we've got the 10 on the front, minding its own business. Now we're subtracting the 5, so it's going to be minus 5, and we're subtracting minus y. Now, when you subtract minus y, remember when you subtract a negative, you end up adding it, so it's actually going to be plus y. And another way of thinking of this is that each term inside this bracket, you just reverse the sign. So the 5 becomes minus 5, and the minus y becomes positive y, like that. And now we can collect like terms. So we've got 10 minus 5, which is 5, and we still got that plus y here. And that is the final answer.